All right, I don't have a lot of storage space on my phone, so this video I'm making it quicker than I want to, but there's a lot of details I may leave out, but I got to get to the point and make sure I can make this video. It's getting late. I need to go to sleep. But last year I was having what was the best year of my entire life. Um, I spent it on the beach in San Diego, playing hockey in the sand, um, getting good enough that I was playing gold level in California, which, if anybody who's been to California, they know it's the highest level of hockey in the state. I was working when I could, you know, going out with girls, hanging out, doing yoga, smoking my herb, drinking some whiskey here and there, a beer, enjoying myself. I went back to New England for a month or two. Um, and on the night of March 26th, I lost the front part of my right eye in what I'm guessing was a contact lens accident. It's the only way I can describe it. But on the night of March 27th, I went and I played pickup hockey in Dover at like 10 o'clock at night. And I was the best player on the ice by far. There's no question in my mind, and I was blind. Without glasses or contacts, I can't see far away. But that's beside the point. After the game in the locker room, um, there were a couple of kids. I didn't know who they were. I couldn't see them. They were on the other side of the cement wall. They were running their mouths about California and me, and thinking they knew something about the life that we live, and the Compton, Hollywood, South Central, San Diego to Humboldt, everywhere in California is the same. Everybody knows that. That's been out here. And years ago in the desert, the high desert, I busted my hand in half, so I haven't been able to really throw a punch since. But me thinking I'm still, tough guy, goes in and confronts the kids. They're naked. I don't think they're gonna do much. I had my hockey stick in my hand. But first thought that goes through my head is I really don't feel like doing 15 years for beating this kid's head in with a deadly weapon. I guess he wasn't thinking the same way though, and before I knew it, I was back on the ground, head being smashed off the concrete floor. How many times, I don't know. Again, I'm making this video a lot faster. It's already at 3.5 minutes. I don't know how much space I have. But I was brought to an emergency room where my head injury was completely missed. They laid me on a stretcher for what was probably 2 or 3 hours in the waiting area, saying there were no rooms until I got to the point where I thought I was gonna die. So I yelled out that I was homicidal. And it became this entire psychiatric disaster where I was sent inpatient for a month, put on psych drugs. My head was never scanned. I was in and out of psych hospitals for 2, 3 months in Maine and ERs with total misdiagnosis until finally I felt stable enough to travel. And I hopped a Greyhound back to Cali, where my brain was actually finally MRI'd, and I revealed frontal lobe damage, scarring from blunt trauma, as well as spinal cord damage. I still haven't had an EEG yet. Again, I have to make this short because I don't know how much room I have on this phone. And I'll upload this video, and if I find out I can add more details later, I will. But I was steadily improving in California. I left the state for a couple months. I went to Nevada. I went back to Maine. Big mistake. Health just went downhill from there. Um, but basically, I'm back in California now, thank God. But basically, over the last year of my life, I've had an impossible time holding down a job, housing, friendships, relationships, anything. I haven't been able to put my life back together, and it's just not working out. Almost a year now, in and out of hotels and different rooming situations, and no gainful employment, starving. I'm 40 pounds underweight, spending all my money just trying to stay alive. Again, the video's at about 6 minutes. I'll check, see how much data it took up to make it, and probably post a more in-depth video later. But GoFundMe, I finally went to GoFundMe and I tried to start myself a fund to help myself out. And they sent me a message saying it looked like I was raising money in defense of a violent, heinous, or hateful crime, and that's not allowed by their standards. And while I'm not allowed to make a GoFundMe account, it made me realize that maybe this is a lot bigger than GoFundMe at this point. Also, while I was in the hospital, everything I owned was taken. I had a 2008 Ford Fusion. I had $3,000 of hockey equipment. I had $3,000 worth of clothes. My birth certificate, credit cards, identification, social, everything was stolen while I was in the hospital. I lost my entire life on that one night. The only thing I haven't lost yet is my actual life. So I had experienced happiness in my life for the first time in 30 years on the planet, and I'm trying to get back there. I've been writing music again. Still taking pictures, but since I hurt my head, I haven't been able to get my life back together. It's just a constant struggle and battle inside my mind. And I've suffered 5 concussions since that first night at least. One diagnosed. But again, the video's at about 8 minutes. I'm sure I could make a better one. But I'm going to post this one anyway as kind of like a prequel to the next one. I need help, and I'm reaching out to the world. I'll go into more details on my next video. We'll see how much space and data storage just takes up on my old phone. But yeah, man, I'm a person that's happy to be alive. I'm grateful for everything I have. But, even GoFundMe realized that this was a lot more serious than even they could handle. So, again, another video to come. Obviously, I could probably make a video double the time in length. I don't have to rush it out. But thanks for watching and listening to the minor details. New Hampshire and Maine, you won't get away with this, because even if I do die, doctors in California know the entire story, and I'll make sure they prosecute you to the fullest extent for what you did to me. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I got enough out, and if anybody can help me in any way, it would be immensely appreciated. Thank you, and good night.